Hi everybody, what's up today? Well, I hope everybody's doing well, and thanks for stopping in. I'm glad to have you here. Come on in. Okay, today I got a little bit of good news. Uh, I found out that, the doctor's office had called and, asked me if I wanted to set up payment schedule for, the balance that would be due, which was $582. And I said, well, I had forgot about another insurance card that I have, and I said I uploaded it, added it to my information on the portal, my portal website, and which is pretty cool because it has all your appointments listed. Everything is on there. So you just have to sign in, and so it's your medical portal. So I told her about that, and she said okay. She said, well, we'll check into that and see, if it changes things. And so the next time I logged in on that site, it says zero balance. So it's going to cover, what the other insurance, didn't cover. So, yay! I'm very thrilled about that because I was kind of stressing out over that. But it's not that they were going to set up payments, which would if that's what it would have had to be, it would have. But thank goodness that the other insurance kicked in. So from now on, whenever I check into somewhere, I'm going to make sure I, you know, get the information on all the cards, both cards. so, so anyway, that's good news. And then I thought about the appointments for the 15th. The two separate doctor's appointment. One, the primary care doctor, and then the other one, the two tests at the other at the hospital. That I thought, man, that might be too much for one day. So I called the primary care doctor and told her that, about the other two appointments, and that if I should, reschedule their appointment for that day. And then when I told her the times, and she said, well, that might be pushing it, they might, those times might come into conflict. So I said, okay, well then, let's, reschedule, your appointment, because I have to, have these tests done before, because the 17th is when they're doing the procedure. So she said, okay. So I told her when the procedure was, the 17th, and so then she wanted to set up an appointment like for the 18th, and I said, no, I think that's too soon. I said I might need at least a few days to recuperate. And she goes, well, I had a cardiac cath, and I came back to work the next day. And I said, yeah, but you're probably not 73 years old. And that kind of stopped her in her tracks. you know, Plus, with my back issues and, all that kind of stuff, I felt like I needed at least a few days to, just, relax and chill and not have to worry about going to another doctor's appointment. So, anyway, we rescheduled it. I told her when I had the follow-up visit to the heart doctor. And anyway, so we got it set up for the 30th of July instead of the 15th. I mean, because I've just seen that doctor July 3rd. Yeah, July the 3rd. So, anyway, and since I'm seeing this other, uh, you know, doctor, I can't see the point in, seeing another doctor, that soon. So anyway, I got that changed, and so that's going to take a little bit of stress off. Trying to, you know, maybe try to do too much in one day. so, so other than that, I've just been doing a lot of resting, getting caught up on my sleep because, as you know, I don't really sleep good a lot of times, and that affects, the way I feel, you know, all that stuff. So, I've been getting in plenty of sleep, getting in more rest, longer sleep periods, and feeling better. So, that's good. And let's see what else. And I lost a pound. I'm down to, my weight this morning was 166.2. Yeah. So, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I mean, if I lost another, you know, 4 or 5 pounds. Uh, and, I mean, if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I'm not really, trying that hard to lose weight. I'm just, trying to keep, things in balance and not overeating because I am having a lot of cravings. Though. I'm having a lot of munchies, wanting to, but I've been resisting because, for one thing, I don't have a lot of stuff around here to like snack on because if it's around, if it's in the cabinet or in the pantry or in the fridge or something, and it's something that maybe I shouldn't snack on or I don't need, then if it's here, I'll probably go for it. But as long as it's not here, if I keep it at bay, uh, it's a lot harder to snack. But so my meals have been about, well, it's usually just two a day anyway. Sometimes just one, but uh, usually, every 12 hours. I've been noticing, it's when I've been, getting hungry. And usually, if I'm getting real hungry, then, I'll go ahead and, eat, even though it hasn't been, like the 16-hour fast, the full 16 hours. It just all depends. But it doesn't seem to matter that much because I'm still, uh, lost a pound. So totally, I guess I've lost 6 pounds so far. I guess in the past, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. So that's not bad. Um, I'm slow and slow. So, but maybe right now isn't a good time to, be pressuring myself, to lose any weight because I got all this, stuff coming up. But anyway, so I've just been, watching videos, watching movies, watching, uh, Netflix and Max and uh, YouTube and falling asleep. 'Cause, I mean, if I go to bed, I'll go to bed and start out, watching something. But and then I fall asleep and then I miss it. Sometimes I have to go back and restart it, rewatch it because I missed it. And so I've been watching some different stuff. Uh, some movies. Some of them are kind of weird. I'll start out watching them. You can't hardly go by the title. It's, or, I mean, you read the description, but it gets, a lot more weird than what you expect. And some of them are just downright disturbing. There's one called Sinners on Max. That's really weird and disturbing. And then I just watched one called Opus. Uh, that was really weird and disturbing. I don't know what all these movies, how strange they are. Just but but sometimes once you get to watching and start watching it, it's like, what the heck's going to happen next? This is weird. This, so it's kind of addictive. It kind of latches on to you, and you just can't stop watching. Even though it's disturbing. So I don't know, and but it's almost as disturbing as what's going on in reality. Isn't that weird? What's the stuff that is going on? Have you noticed? I mean, anybody out there? I mean, it's the strangest stuff. You know, you go, I can't believe this is happening. What? What'd they say? And you go, you watch something or you see it in the news feed or you see, you see it. And you go, huh? Are you kidding me? Really? And you just are like befuddled. What the heck? I don't know. It's no wonder I need to just shut everything off, shut everything down, and just sleep through all this crap. It's crazy what's going on. Well, I put in a grocery order, and I don't know. I've been thinking about coming up with this new recipe, and it involves tuna. Okay, there used to be this tuna noodle casserole that I used to love, and but it was processed. I mean, it was something that you bought. And it was frozen. I don't even think they make it anymore, and I don't remember the name of it. But it was some kind of tuna and noodles thing. But it was so good. I do remember that. It was really good. I don't know why I've been thinking about that dish lately. And I thought, I wonder if I can come up with, creating something that's close to that. because I don't know what all the ingredients was. I remember, uh, how it tasted and what probably what the ingredients are. And you know what? I probably should have got mushrooms to add to that because that would have been good in it. And I didn't. I didn't order mushrooms. Oh well. But and I probably needed some celery for it. No, I don't think I have any celery. I'll just have to use onions and green peppers in it and peas. And there was some kind of sauce. I don't know if I can create the sauce. I don't know. I'm going to try it though. See if it um see if I can whip something up, something new, something different. So anyway, I hope everybody's been doing good, and life is treating you good, and everything's going fine in your world, and and you know mine is doing okay. I'm doing okay, and I don't know what else. I don't know what else I need to mention. I think that's probably it for now. Because for the life of me, I can't think of any topics that I want to talk about right now. Because they're probably long and drawn out, and I just don't want to. I'm just not in the mood for it yet. So, like some life experiences that I've had, some wacky doodle stuff that's happened to me, and you know, and how I had what all I've had to deal with in my life, which is stressful. I mean, I have had a stressful life. It's no wonder my health is shot. You know, um, heart issues and other stuff. I mean, stress is a killer. I mean, stress can is just can really take a toll. And as far back as I can remember, from day one, my life has just been on a pathway of let's see how much stress we can throw at her. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty. It's been an interesting, life indeed. Yeah, yeah, full of ups and downs and ups and downs, ups and downs. It's kind of like a roller coaster ride. So, well, here we are at 18 minutes already. I can't believe how time flies once I get to talking. And when I first turned on the camera, I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Because I don't have nothing written down and really nothing planned. Just I just wanted to stop in and say hello to everybody, and and hope you're doing well, and let you know that the good news. You know, it's great to have good news. And so, thanks for watching. If you watch all the way to the end, bless you. I appreciate that. And if you know you want to like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever, it's always appreciated. And I appreciate you all, especially those who stuck with me all this time, and you know apparently maybe enjoys a little bit of watching my videos, because I'm new at this. I mean, and you know, I had, fear issues about even starting, to do something like this because it's not something I'm used to because I'm pretty quiet and an introvert, and I just don't do a lot of socializing and communicating because even though I'm gathering up all this stuff in my head, seeing all this stuff and learning all this stuff and thinking about all this stuff, it was staying in here and, causing a traffic jam. So, that might not be good. So, I don't know. I guess I just need to communicate more and participate in life and the world more instead of staying in my little cocoon, like a caterpillar, you know. Maybe when I come out of this cocoon, I'll turn into a butterfly or something. Who knows? So, I just love you, and I hope you're doing well and you take care of yourself. And we'll all get through this together. Yes, we will. Love you. Bye bye. Subscribe and like. Thank you. Thanks for watching.